After a year in his first tech role, a machine learning engineer hit a career plateau. His next move wouldn't be an incremental step. He set a goal to land a research position at a billion-dollar frontier AI lab. He took the conventional path. He kept his full-time job and spent his evenings sending out applications. The result was severe burnout, a meager handful of callbacks, and devastating rejections. These labs represent the tightest bottleneck in the tech industry. When a single job posting attracts thousands of high-level engineers, the standard apply and wait method becomes a statistical impossibility. Winning this climb requires approaching the job hunt as a rigorous engineering system. That system relies on two distinct engines. The first is strategy, the high-effort, long-term game of building rare career capital. The second is tactics, the rapid execution process required to survive an actual interview loop. Most applicants struggle because they fail to distinguish between these two modes. They rely on interview shortcuts when they lack underlying skill, or they have the skills but refuse to optimize the interview. Mastering both is the only way to force a billion-dollar lab to take you seriously. Strategy starts by aggressively shrinking the playing field. By setting hyper-specific constraints, like demanding access to senior peers and staying on an individual contributor track, you filter thousands of open jobs down to a highly targeted list of 10 companies. This radar chart maps an employer audit, identifying 3 technical gaps. To close them, he presented a custom LLM-style transfer project, submitted 15 open-source Rust contributions, and proved rigorous academic capability by reworking his master's thesis into a peer-reviewed research paper. The strategic engine is powered by the brute force acquisition of rare and valuable skills. It transforms the resume from a list of claims into a verified record of professional momentum. Traditional networking often fails because it relies on cold outreach and transactional asks from strangers. The strategic alternative is to build public proof of work. You actively document your project struggles, your learning updates, and your technical deep dives online for the industry to see. This public accountability acts as a magnet. People working on similar problems find your updates, engage with your code, and eventually become genuine industry friends. Genuine industry ties grow from the shared experience of building difficult things. When you show your work, the network builds itself around you. Once the strategic career capital is built, the focus shifts to tactical execution, the specific actions required to survive the interview process itself. This cascading funnel shows the method for application batching. Send your first batch of applications to lower-stakes companies. You want to make your inevitable first-time interview mistakes and take early rejections here in a safe environment before reaching your top choices. Next, you optimize the resume. You strip away comprehensive work histories and format a single, highly skimmable page designed to hook a distracted hiring manager in 5 seconds. Then comes the technical screen preparation. This requires building algorithmic muscle memory by grinding through hundreds of puzzles, standard coding challenges that tech companies use as a blunt filter. For system design interviews, you study heavy theoretical texts on data infrastructure. You must speak fluently about architectural trade-offs with senior engineers. These tactical hurdles serve as a high-pressure filter. Every candidate at a frontier lab must play this specific game to verify their immediate competence to the gatekeepers. From deciding to level up to signing a contract, this entire sprint took 18 months. It required roughly 60 distinct interview touchpoints spread across 40 different companies. The hardest part happens quietly in the background. Quitting a secure job to execute this process means taking on voluntary unemployment. It requires managing the social stigma, burning through personal savings, and enduring weeks of silence between automated recruiter emails. But the dual-engine approach works. By late summer, the strategy yielded multiple competing offers, culminating in a signed contract as a research engineer at Mistral, a billion-dollar AI lab. Strategy, the acquisition of rare skills, is the engine that gets you invited into the room. Tactics, the mastery of the interview format, is the engine that actually gets you the desk. If your career feels stagnant, look closely at your own process. Are you failing because your strategy is hollow or because your tactics are sloppy? Fix the right engine and the doors will open.